मुझको देना सहारा, मेरे सतगुरु मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा, मेरे सतगुरु मुझको देना सहारा, मेरे सतगुरु मुझको देना सहारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा। तेरे प्रेम से ये छुड़ाती है दुनिया, तेरे प्रेम से ये छुड़ाती है दुनिया, इशारों से मुझको बुलाती है दुनिया, इशारों से मुझको बुलाती है दुनिया, नहीं समझू जग का झूठा इशारा, नहीं समझू जग का झूठा इशारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा, कहीं छूट जाए ना दामन तुम्हारा।
Margie, we want to stay connected with you. But unfortunately, this world constantly tries to distract us. This world does not let us stay connected with you. It pulls us towards this Mayavi world, Margie. How can we stay connected with you? How can we stay protected from all these negative things? Is this the truth? Is this what it's actually about? Is this what bhakti is about? See, we often say that we want to walk in this path. I'm doing my duty as a disciple. I'm doing my seva. I'm doing everything I can. I give it my everything. But what do? We get influenced by the people around us. We get influenced by the people around us and we say that he or she is trying to distract me. We say that they are trying to stop us from doing our bhakti. But is that actually a valid excuse? Is that actually a valid answer? Because no matter what people around us do, we are also part of making that decision. If someone tries to pull us into a certain direction, we have got the power, we have got that mind to make that decision between right and wrong. So how can we then blame someone else and say that the world is trying to distract us? How can we say that they are actually responsible for breaking us from this path? This is a theme that every devotee goes through today. What do? We choose the easy answer. Blame someone else. Blame someone else for our own weaknesses. But no, we've all been blessed with the power to make that decision. So we are responsible. If we fall off the track, it is us. This This is the Maya world that will try to challenge us in different ways. They will try to pull us in different directions. But this is also a testing phase. This is also a testing phase, because the Guru wants to see that, are you going to stick with what I'm teaching you? Are you going to stay on this path of bhakti? Are you going to do what I'm telling you to do? Or are you going to fall off this track because you think the grass is green on the other side? Because you think that what people are telling you and feeding you, that is what life is all about. A very beautiful example of this artist who drew a very beautiful painting of a snake. Now the painting was so beautiful that the people around were constantly praising the artist. Wow, look at this painting, so beautiful, so amazing. We've never seen anything like this. In fact, it looks like that the snake is alive. You can hear the hiss of the snake. And that got to the artist. It got to him. What did he do? He picked up the brush and he started to make it even more prettier. This time round, he made it so real that there was a different glow out of it. There was a different glow coming out of this picture that the artist had drawn, that the artist had made. But the world would not stop. This time round, they were even more praising the artist, that this is unbelievable. This is the best painting we've seen. We've never seen anything like this. It got to the artist. Because he got influenced by what people were saying, he picked up the brush again, some more touch-ups. But this time, what did he do? He drew some feet of the snake, without realizing that a snake doesn't have feet. And this painting, which was so admired by everyone, everybody was singing the praises of the artist and the painting. All of a sudden, from that, it became laughing stock. The painting had lost its value. Why? Because the artist got carried away. The artist got carried away by the people that were constantly singing his praises. The ego got to him. But had he stopped at the right time, if he was able to tell his mind that, no, I don't care what people say, this is my piece of art. But as we know, the world doesn't stop. But a disciple, a devotee, cannot go through this process. A devotee going through this process will end up in the same situation like the artist. Even us walking on this path of bhakti, all of us disciples, all of us devotees, we see people will try to praise us. They will boost our egos sometimes. They will try to show a different materialistic world to us. And we will get distracted if we don't do, or if we do what the artist did. Letting loose. Letting the mind take over. The mind becoming so powerful that it no longer stays on the path to get to its goal. But how is it possible? How can we escape this challenge? How can we escape this challenge? See, the solution is very easy. There is no scientific formula or equation attached to it. The solution is very simple, that if we want to stay protected, going back to the initial point that we made, that if we want to stay under the guidance of our Guru, if we want to be protected 24/7, we just need to follow the guidance and instructions of the Guru. That is all that is needed. Because a Guru has already understood what is right and not right for us. A Guru has got it all written in black and white. All we need to do is follow the instruction. Because if we don't follow the instruction, people around us, they will not let us continue walking on this path. If we look at another example, if we look at the example of Mata Sati, who was discussing with Lord Shiva because she wanted to attend this event, the event which was hosted by her father, and she said to Lord Shiva that I'm going to go to this event, we should go. And Lord Shiva said, no, Sati, no. We're not invited to this event. This is not an event for us. But Sati, what did Sati do? She started to use her own mind. Oh, a daughter does not need an invitation to attend an event hosted by her father. She disobeyed the order, the instruction of the Guru. She went to the event. What happened? She looked around her. The Mayavi world seemed very attractive. Without realizing, she started to distance herself from the Guru, from the Lord. And we know the history of this. That not only did she fall off the track of bhakti, but she also lost that support of Lord Shiva. Similarly, if we look at the story of Ajamil, Ajamil's Guru told Ajamil which route to take. It was a slightly longer route. The Guru knows, right? The Guru knows what is right and what is not right for us. So Ajamil again, what happens? He disobeyed. He did not follow the hukam, the instruction of the Guru. He thought, I'm going to take this shortcut. But who would have known that the route Ajamil took was a route that was full of Mayavi attraction. Sometimes it's these small things that we don't understand. Sometimes it's a small thing that we hear. Don't do this, don't do that. The mind starts to fight. Why not? Am I that? I'm not a young child, am I? Who are you to tell me? I've been doing bhakti for this many years. I know we've been a shishya or disciple of our Guru for this many years. We know everything. Who are you to tell me? How do we know what our Guru has planned for us? We've all heard of the law of gravity. We know that anything that's captured under the law of gravity will fall back on earth. If you kick a ball up in the air, what happens? It lands back on the floor. But how is it that satellites that orbit in the space escape the law of gravity? How is it that a satellite is not captured by law of gravity, because through the support of the escape velocity, it operates outside of that spectrum, and that's why it is able to operate at a different level. We disciples will also need to be able to disconnect ourselves from this Mayavi world. We will also, like the satellite, we will have to operate through the assistance and support of escape velocity in the bhakti, meaning that we will also have to operate in a way where anything around us is not going to harm us, distract us, stop us. Times are hard, we know this. Times are hard, challenges are hard. The society seems very attractive, but we are so lucky that we have found a guru that has actually saved us from all the negatives as well. Because we often look at, when we look at something, when we talk to someone and they say, oh, I'm earning 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 pounds, we think, wow. But do we understand what they need to do for all of that as well? We just look at one thing. Some people sacrifice their families for wealth. We hear that there are parents that are not even able to see their children. Why? Because they are continuously trying to progress in their careers. So we always think that the grass is greener on the other side. But what we have achieved or what we have gained, Marji has disconnected us, or has helped us to disconnect from that other side. But it will get tougher. It doesn't just stop here. We have to do tapasya. We have to constantly fight. We have to constantly push ourselves. We have to sometimes fight our own negative thoughts. Fighting with people outside is very easy. Have a fight with yourself. Have a fight with your own negative thoughts. Not easy. But if we want to stay under the guidance of our Gurudev, then we will have to do this tapasya. We will have to do this yoga tapasya to help us see that Navyug as well. Some of us have been connected with the mission for 10, 20, 30 years, and we've been hearing that Guru Maharaj's mission is all about Navyug, world peace. We've come so far. Brothers and sisters, the goal is just around the corner. Now is not the time to stop. Now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time to slow down. But what does that mean? That the challenges will also get harder. We know that as we are approaching the finishing line in a race, a marathon, the body starts to give up. The mind starts to slow down. We just want to stop there. We just want to sit down. But we've come so far. Now it is that final push that is needed. That final push that is required. That final push to get us to our finishing line. And we have got a very motivational bhajan lined up next. Because this bhajan will tell us exactly about what a sadhak needs to do and what the goal is as well. It has made it very easy for us to understand it too. So let us listen to the next bhajan and let us take these words of the bhajan with us. Because like we've just heard that the lakshya, the goal is not that far. We are almost there. But the sacrifices will continue. We will need to continue make those sacrifices. We will need to continue to fight through that force, that negative force that will come towards us. So let us listen to a bhajan. But before that, let us all hail in the lotus feet of our Gurudev, Sir Shri Ashutosh Maharaj, because we are so lucky, we are so fortunate that we are blessed to have a Guru like him that is constantly giving us the guidance. He's supporting us, he's looking after us 24/7. We are so fortunate that we have a Guru that is actually connecting us with the truth. Today we know there are so many Gurus that will tell you that yes, God can be seen in this way, that way, but we know that what we have achieved and gained through Divya Jyoti Jagti Sansthan and the founder, His Holiness Sir Shri Ashutosh Maharaj, this Brahm Gyan is very unique. So boliye Sadguru Maharaj ki Jai! Sadguru Maharaj ki Jai! Sache Darbar ki Jai! Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Jai Shri Ram!
Jai Jai Shri Ram!